as promised, I'm going to teach you guys how to do the toothpick and fork balance, but my buddy was up here. So Kepler, the class, Kepler. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Now get out of here, you little fur ball. Okay. So this is the thing that if you put a tip under this at a diner, people will freak out because this looks impossible. And if you can get really close in there, you can see that that is just two toothpicks balancing point to point. I mean, that looks like this should not be happening, and yet it is, because it's a perfect center of mass demonstration. And if you think I glued anything, no, it is just exactly what it is. So how do you do this? You get two forks, and you jam the tines together. That's step one. Now, this may piss off the wait staff a little bit, but that's okay. This is totally worth it, okay? So you jam the tines together pretty good. You take one toothpick, and you stick it in a salt shaker, like that. You want to either get it down so that it jams in the hole, or I've had some success, again this is my salt shaker, if you bury it in the salt sometimes that gives it enough support too, but the point is you want to get it stable. If you got, the best is the metal top salt shakers, like the glass bottle with the metal top that screws on. Those, you jam that in, that's never moving. So this is your setup. Drop your tip underneath it, and you've got your forks tines together. Now the placement of this one is absolutely critical. You want to thread it through the top one and then under the next, and you want to kind of keep it centered. You want to kind of keep it centered, okay? You want to push it in so it's a little stuck. Again, pushing it in more. Now I happen to have square toothpicks at home. This will work with round toothpicks, it's just a little touchier, that's all it is. But you want to jam that in there so that it's in pretty good shape. And again, and make sure those forks are nice and tied together. But if you get this together like that, if you just hold the toothpick by the tip, you'll sort of feel how it wants to balance. And then from there, you just got to finagle it a little bit and find the spot. Oh, see, this is not easy. Took me, got it on the first try when I wasn't filming, of course. But you just rest it tip to tip. Let it stabilize. No edits in this. Eventually you find that balance point. Depending on where you put those toothpicks, it may not be exactly tip to tip, because you are basically finding the center mass of the forks, because the toothpicks are basically massless compared to the forks. So eventually you find that balance point, which I'm failing miserably, because, you know, welcome to physics and demos. Eventually, ooh, there it is. Just like that. And you get this beautiful balance. And it's so touchy, of course. It's going to take some practice, like anything that's totally worth it, right? But that's it. And that's how you will leave a tip at a diner in New Jersey over spring break, like I promised. And so thanks for coming into a virtual class on a snow day. Be safe out there, everybody. And if I don't see you, which I probably won't, you have a fantastic spring break. See you guys.